We finally have balance change announcements. Let's hop in and talk about them. So how's it going, everybody? Today is a great day because we have these changes, and man, there's a lot to get to today. So I built a deck like I usually do, one with all the cards that are getting nerfed and one with all the cards that are getting buffed or reworked in a way. I'm going to start off with the two probably the most massive ones right now, and that is the Heroic Goblins and the Heroic Wizard, both being used like crazy. Also, the audio's glitched on the cards or something. I can't even hear the Wizard hero right there, but whatever. Probably a new glitch with the new update. That's usually what happens whenever they do updates. There's always some new glitch. We can just pop the ability right there. But yeah, first of all, the Wizard. The Wizard is going from 120 tower damage per, like, you know when it's up in the air and it's throwing its little tornado thingy, it does 120 per pop right now. Yeah, so basically when it gets 3 to 4 shots, you get a rocket on the tower for free, pretty much, for 1 elixir. Now it's going down to 43, so about a third of what it's doing right now. I really like this change because it's kind of stupid that you can win a game off of a wizard and then popping the ability. It's basically just another magic archer, right? So I'm glad they're doing this change. It's gonna still get some good damage and be a great card still, I believe, but I'm not going to think that it's going to be nearly as annoying in terms of the damage you take from it in the air when you can't really defend it no matter what you do. So next up is the Heroic Goblins. Oh, thank the goodness. It's been weeks of playing this card every single day on top ladder. And let me tell you guys, it has not been fun. So the Hero Goblins are going from 4 to 3. This is a perfect nerf for the Goblins because they're going down 1 count and the banner duration is going down. This is exactly the nerf that I was talking about. I was asked what they should do to nerf this card like 400 million times, and I always said this, that they should reduce it to 3 and make the banner go away faster. So I think that's literally the perfect change for this card. Still going to be usable, don't get me wrong. It's 1 elixir for 3 goblins. Like, you will still get good value if you use this card, but I'm so happy they're doing a nerf to it. Emergency nerf too. I believe it's going to be in the game very soon. I don't know. I thought it was already going to be in the game when I woke up this morning, but apparently they're not in the game yet. I don't know why. But both of those changes are getting added on February 23rd, which is today. So I don't know what time, but hopefully by tomorrow, tomorrow's video, you'll see them in the game. Next up for the nerfs is the Evo Ghost, well, / normal Ghost. The invisibility time is going to be 1.8 seconds to 2 seconds. So it takes 0.2 seconds more to go invisible again, which is good. I think this is a good nerf for the card. Evo Ghost is going to be good still. I'm not sure. I wish it would just get nerfed to the ground. I hate Evo Ghost, but to be fair, I think that it's getting a decent nerf right here. We can't really complain too much about this one, even though I can complain about Evo Ghost for 100 hours in a row, and it would be still cool. So yeah, also Vines. Let me talk about Vines getting a 0.4 to 0.9 second deploy time nerf. Kind of an interesting one. I thought Vines was good, but I didn't really know that it needed a nerf too much. Maybe people other than me think that it needs one, so that's why it's getting one. But yeah, those are some of them. Let's hop into the next match and talk about the rest. Okay, we are in our next match against Vincent, and the rest of the nerfs, oh my goodness gracious, these are going to be good. So the first one I'm going to talk about, I don't know, like, you guys can let me know what you think about all these, of course, but this one I didn't see coming, and that is the Ice Golem freeze duration on the hero. It's going from 2 to 1.5 seconds. I don't know, did that need that? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just somebody that hasn't faced Ice Golem very much, or doesn't use it myself to see that it's broken, but genuinely I didn't really think that needed to change. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can let me know, of course, if you do have a differing opinion in the comments. And next up, oh my gosh, this is going to make people happy, and it made me happy. Royal Giant is getting a nerf finally. It has been so many years of this card not getting nerfed. Every season it's been in the meta, literally every single season a new version. You could play really Royal Giant in any meta and still have a top 5 to 10 deck in the game at all times. It's never been bad. Never, ever. In years of Clash Royale. Like, I can't reiterate that enough. So it's going from, it's not much of a nerf, I'll be honest. I'm kind of hyping it up like it's something crazy. It is a hit speed nerf from 1.7 to 1.8 seconds. You might think, wait, what? That's literally nothing. And in a way it is, but the 0.1 seconds definitely could potentially, I'm not sure how the interactions are going to look, but potentially the RG won't get that last shot that it always gets when it's dying. That's what my hope is with this nerf, and I think that if it's not enough, they'll do another one, honestly. I believe that truly. So next up is Dart Goblin getting a nerf, getting a sight range from 7.5 to 7 tiles. Beautiful nerf right here because this card literally covers the entire map. I think it could even go to 6.5, but I'm biased. And the last nerf we have here, I believe, well, there's a couple reworks that are like kind of nerfs and kind of buffs at the same time, but the last actual nerf is the Royal Hogs evolution. Way too broken. So broken. It's going from 115 landing damage to 94. So it's still going to be good. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be a little bit less, but at least they're nerfing it in a little bit of a capacity so we can see if it's going to still be a little bit too OP or not, and it needs another nerf. But yeah, I'm glad these balances, these nerfs specifically so far have been amazing. The one card I think that everyone knows that they missed, and I think they missed it on purpose, is the Heroic Mega Minion that you have to buy for $15. Yeah. So I don't know how that's not getting a nerf, but it maybe because it just came out, it's very broken and just it's a bad card for the game. So I think that's why most people, including myself, think it needs a nerf, but it's okay. I mean, hopefully, maybe if it's still broken by next season, they'll get around to it. But I can't guarantee that for sure. So I'm going to Vines this. Did we just lose our tower? Oh my gosh, I think I lost my tower. Wait, goblins? Oh no, Valkyrie, don't do it. I got to go Dark Goblin like this. Does he have rocket? I think he has rocket, right? So that's going to take out the hog. He has the rocket still. Okay, he's going to rocket on 0. No, he goes for the lightning? What the heck? I didn't even know he had lightning right here. But yeah, let me know what you think about all the nerfs down below. Next game, whenever we eventually beat this guy, there's no way I choke this game, right? I'm going to be talking about all the buffs, and there's quite a few. We could also, you know, count a few as nerfs because they're reworks, like I said. But I'll get into all that right there. I'm not going to worry about that right this second. Right now, I need to clutch up this game against this guy. Also, Trophy Road goes to 14,000 now, so get grinding, guys, and get your rewards. I believe at least it does, because I'm actually gaining trophies from these games, which I was not before. So let's go for the RG in the middle like this, and then Vines. I'm confused, though, why the Hero Goblins and the Hero Wizard aren't emergency nerfed right now. I thought they were for sure going to be by today. And that was like the main part of the update, low-key. But I guess we're gonna have to wait a bit. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Hopefully they get it in the game ASAP though, because man, I don't want to play ladder today for like 5 hours, playing against the goblins still being 4 and the wizard still being OP. I'm gonna go Dark Omen Predict. Okay, he does go for the hog in the pocket. Let's go for the Royal Ghost on top of the hog. Wow, that was a really good what's it called? A really good tornado Valk thingy. Yeah, that's English, Hunter. Good job. Anyways, that's gonna be GG. Wait, did I just choke? No way. If he lightnings, oh my gosh, that was way too close. But yeah, nice win right there. Let's hop into the buffs now. Now we are getting into the buffs and the reworks, and you're going to see why I had the Executioner in that deck in that last game, because, you know, it's a rework. So I'm going to start off with the XC since I'm talking about it already, and it's going to be getting a 7% damage buff. Hit points buff, I guess is the right way to word it, because that's for the base, just Executioner in general. And then because it's getting that buff, it's getting a pushback nerf with the evolution from 1.5 tiles to 1. So a minus, pretty much 1/3 of what it has with its pushback is getting changed. I don't know, this one's going to be interesting. I feel like XE has been one of those cards that's always a little bit too broken, but nobody will ever really say anything because it's kind of a clunky 5 elixir card, right? Not that many people use it, but whenever you face it, and you don't have a big spell for it, you're just like, wow, this is horrible gaming experience, and I agree. So, interesting nerf. I think this one could be pretty good. I'm not sure. The balance change team definitely has been paying attention. It did take them way too long, like, for sure, to even get things going, but next up on the buffs, this one is honestly, this is the biggest buff on the entire page, and when I saw this one, I was like, what, is this real, or is that a mistype? Because it is an 81% hit point buff on the Phoenix egg. So basically what that means is whenever the Phoenix dies and it's going to rehatch, it's going to be pretty much unkillable, the egg, if it's on your side of the map, because you can't spell it. Arrows don't kill it, I believe, and I believe log also, well, I know log doesn't kill it. I think you have to fireball an egg, which is crazy, to even take it off the map. So your Phoenix is pretty much going to respawn no matter what, as long as it's not getting hit directly by a high DPS troop. Right when it lands, or the tower. I'm not sure. I'm assuming the tower still kills it. Remember when Phoenix would hatch? Oh my gosh, this is a mythical pull. Remember when Phoenix would hatch back in the day when it first got released? Even though your tower was shooting it, like the Phoenix would die and the egg would get shot right away, and it would still hatch anyways, because it was so broken. I think that's going to be sort of similar to what we see right here, but maybe a little bit toned down, because I don't think anything could match that. That was definitely one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in this game. But let's go for the arrows. Let's go for the bats on top of this. We should be fine. It's going to take some damage, but it's okay. But yeah, next buff right here is the Hero Musketeer. You know, I see this one. Hero Musketeer sucks. Like, let's just say it how it is. Right now, it's not a good card. They over-nerfed it, and I think they want to make a perfect balance with it. And this might do the trick. So it's getting a turret range buff from 3.5 to 4. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Even though I hate Musketeer, I'm one of the biggest haters on Musketeer as a card, and how annoying it is. I think this is a good buff for the card, and we'll get it back into the usage rate column a bit more, with the more, you know, with all the other heroes and stuff in this game being so prevalent. So next up is the Barbarians getting a 3% hit points buff, and then they're getting a hit speed nerf. So It's kind of a rework right here. I'm not sure how to feel about this one. I feel like barbs are always kind of mid and always have been. But overall, I do like the change on this one. And next up, we have the Spirit Empress getting a rework. This one's kind of funky. So Spirit Empress is getting a ground speed change. It's going from medium to fast, and it's going to lose 7% hit points on the ground and 1% hit points on the air. So overall, I kind of think that's a nerf because, you know, medium to fast on the ground doesn't really, I mean, it makes it kind of like a berserker in a way where it's running towards your tower faster. It's an interesting change for sure, but this one's not really that important to me. I think Empress is a little bit like solid right now. I think it's in a fine spot. Oh man, I got to go bats here. We might lose to this guy. I got to lock in. I can't lose. No, not with the all cards that or that are getting a buff deck. I got to win here. It's a crazy name for a deck. Let's go. For the Giant, the Bridge, go for the Phoenix as well. Also, Giant is not in the changes. I just needed one more card to fill out the deck. So I was like, well, we need a tank, and Giant's perfect for that. Arrows on the Firecracker. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, please. Phoenix, take tower. Nice. Okay, we're chilling. Not even close right there. So we have talked about all of the reworks and the buffs and the nerfs so far. What is your favorite? I'm going to say my top three has got to be the RG. RG has to be in there just because it's been so annoying for so long. I'm going to say Evo Ghost as well, and then, of course, Goblins. Maybe Piggies could be thrown in there if I had to put a fourth one just because they've been so annoying, but I think overall the changes, I give them like a 9 out of 10. They did really well this time compared to I guess, expectation or what they've kind of proven or put out in the past. So we got to give them some credit. It's a good balance, definitely. I noticed how all my cards are level 15 and they're dying a little bit faster right now. I was wondering why my E-Drag was so low HP, but overall, 9 out of 10. I think we're looking good right here. There's definitely some other cards that, like, maybe you could argue need slight nerfs, slight buffs. But they can't get to everything in one balance. I understand why this balance happened, though. Like, they did, what? Let me count. 17 cards in this. So that's pretty solid. I like that. That's a chunk of the game. And a lot of those cards were in the meta. The one that confused me the most is definitely the Ice Golem. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sleeping on the Ice Golem and I don't understand its power, but it's not looking good overall. But I think that with this change, one card I need to see in here next time, Evo Furnace, bro. I don't know what it is. They got to stop buffing this card, man. It's like, it's so annoying, and it's a horrible card to defend against because it moves so slow and will just sit there all game on you. But I'm excited to see how the meta balances with the Heroic Magic Archer and the Heroic Barbell in there as well. Yes, don't forget about those. I think that the Barbell will probably not get nerfed. I don't know if I'm just kind of sleeping on it, but it's kind of similar to the Goblins, but maybe a little bit weaker in a way because Barbell, there's a lot less situations where that would get you value, unless you're defending like a big push or an Expo, of course. Yeah, great. But yeah, that's pretty much game over. I don't know how he's going to defend this Giant. He has like no elixir right here. There's the Stein ability, but it's going to die to my Barbarians. But yeah, overall, big fan of the changes. I'm very excited for the progression in all those updates as well, and hopefully we can just have a good season of Clash. No stupidity. I know the heroes are coming and we're just gonna have to deal with them, but yeah, look at the Musketeer. That's why it's getting buffed right there. The turret's not even hitting anything. It's literally like right by the tower, so I guess it's a perfect example of why that card is getting a change. Okay, let's go arrows on this, then Barbarians as well. There's no way this Eagle is gonna cheese me, right? Nah, he's gonna go Minion Horde because I just arrowed, so that could be a bit of a sketchy situation. Let's go bats up top right here, and that's going to be fine. I'm going to go Empress as well to tank for that. But yeah, I had a basketball game last night and literally forgot about it, and I fell asleep, and then my team was so mad at me because they were facing like the best team in the league, and we just got destroyed. And I wasn't even awake, so I felt kind of bad. But, you know, it's okay. Anyways, W balance changes overall. Come on, let me take the second tower just for a little bit of extra, what's the right word? I guess insult to injury? Yeah. Nice win. Enjoy the Butch clip, and yeah, peace.